Good morning. Have you ever wondered what this is? See it in the stores, in the produce section. Believe it or not, you can eat it. I feel like death today, so I'm going to be making an old family recipe that's supposed to revive the dead. The first thing you do is that you cut it. This is the easiest way I feel it is to cut it. It's really hard to cut, it's very slippery, you have to be careful. And it smells horrible. It's clear on the inside. So, first thing you want to do, you cut it in sections. Then I cut the sharp part. Got thorns. You can cut yourself if you're not careful with those. They're not too cactus crazy though. So you cut these off. And you cut it in sections, smaller sections. Okay, so I've cut it in threes. Now you're gonna have to remove all the green very carefully. The green stuff tastes horrible. You don't want to eat that. You don't want to put it in your drink. You don't want to do anything with it. Now, what you can do with it, and I'll show you after I divide it, is put it on your face if you suffer from acne, if you have any cuts or burns. This stuff is great. So whatever you don't eat, you can use as a topical ointment. Sunburn, all the clear stuff on the inside, you can definitely eat, and you'll see what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the inside. I've taken the most green off as I could. See, this one still has a piece of the green on it. I'm gonna cut that off. You don't want to have that in your drink. You don't want to eat it. It's disgusting. So, if you have a kid with acne, these things, they can put them on their face. It's really good for acne. Oh my god, it saved my teenage years. You can use it on sunburn, rub it on you like lotion. It's really smooth and not sticky, slimy I should say. You can put it on your hair. It's really good for hair. It'll make your hair really shiny, and then make sure you always wash it off after you put it on. You can leave it on an hour, half an hour, whatever. Make a face mask with it. It's really awesome. See, there's still some in there, but it's imperative that you don't leave any of the green for the drink. So yeah, I'm probably gonna toss these because I'm not gonna use them. But sometimes I do when I feel like it. But when I'm sick, I don't feel like it. Alright, so these are some of the ingredients you will need. There's two different ways of doing this. One of them I despise, and the other one I despise a little less. However, my husband loves one of them, so I'm gonna make both. I'm gonna show both of them. You need honey, orange juice concentrate. If you were like me and you were lucky enough to grow up in a place that offered 50-pound bags of oranges for $5 on the street, I would suggest using those. That is not the case in my adult life. Aloe and lime. The lime helps discreetly hide the bitterness of the aloe. So you might need, it's good to have a lime or a lemon. They're both good for it. So these are the main ingredients of this. And I shall throw them in there. I don't measure anything, but I'll do my best to show how much of each thing that I put in there. I would say the amount of aloe I have in this container is about a cup full of it. It's got a few pieces sticking out, but there's a lot of space in between. This is about a cup of the OJ concentrate and about equal amounts of the water. I might add ice to it. Usually I use the orange concentrate while it's frozen, that way it's super cold. So I might add more water and not add more water depending on how it tastes like. I really don't know how much I add when it comes to the honey. I just kind of add and add until I feel satisfied with it. The honey is definitely going to make it taste better, so you definitely want to add enough. Some people don't need as much honey. I need plenty of honey. Honey is also good for sore throats, so that kind of will help me. This is not something you want to drink or eat a ton of with the fruit juice and the honey, but it will make you feel better. My grandpa is diabetic. He eats the aloe by itself. He just cuts it up into squares and swallows it whole. I don't know how he puts himself through that torture, but for the time being, I am unable to do that. Maybe when I get old, I'll be able to do it. I'm not sure. Maybe as the need arises or something. Okay, guys. So it was too bitter for me. So I ended up adding about half a cup of honey to it. I added the full container of the orange OJ concentrate. I added a bunch of ice, like maybe 2 cups of ice, but I did not add any more water. So that was half a cup of water, the whole container of the OJ concentrate, half a cup of honey, and then 2 cups of ice. And like I said, you can add more water to it if you don't like it. Notice that the aloe froths up at the top. So it's actually a really smooth drink. I try to get the calcium OJ because it's even smoother. And like if you don't know what's in it, you actually might like it. But when I was a kid, I tried to eat it raw, so every time I eat it, I can taste it. So don't eat it raw. You can actually put it on your fingernails if you like biting your nails. Well, you'll stop biting your nails. So this is how much I have so far. I'm gonna blend one more time. Bottoms up.